Alrighty, let's have a crack on the new and updated and improved Ranger with the new patch. Starting at 0 platinum, right at the very cusp of platinum rank. The most important change now is that apparently you can move the storage box. I don't know. Oh, you can move the vase. Oh, there you go. Most important change of the patch. It literally says in the patch notes, you can move the storage box for no reason now. Sure. Maybe you can like catch the things when they're flying out. So you press this button. Yeah. Push items to storage. Oh, you have to physically do it like that, and then you try and catch them like this. You can play more mini games with your items, okay? 10 out of 10. Also, you can bounce them around like this. Yeah. Fidget toys, yeah. Basically fidget toys, exactly. All right, so the actual biggest change is the new cross swords recipe here, and you can see based on where it's placed what it likely is. It is quite literally a falcon blade plus a hero's longsword, and they combine together. So you need to make a hero sword with 2 whetstones, then you need to make a hero longsword, then you need to make another hero sword, that's 6 whetstones, and then 2 pairs of gloves to make a falcon blade, and then you combine them together. It seems like a really cool weapon, but man, that's a little tricky. I often am like, oh man, I'm not getting enough whetstones here. But, so we'll have a crack for it, but one of the skills in this game, though, is recognizing what the game's giving you and what builds you can make out of that, and it's not always going to be necessarily what you want to make, but we can more aggressively reroll instead of, you know, say taking a pan here, which would be a reasonable choice. We can say, well, you know, maybe we'll try and a little bit more aggressively roll for the things we want here. There's a lot of little balance changes, like bucklers are a little weaker in the early game now. They got 25 instead of 30 block, I believe. There's a buckler combo. I am tempted to just get the bag, but we don't need it right now. We could more... garlic's always a good choice, but if we're going to push maybe for the cross swords, we could try and really push for the cross swords. Maybe I'll see. I mean, economy is also not a bad choice, and I can reserve this to upgrade set economy next time, and take a rock in the meantime. As it has been pointed out to me, that rocks cost 1 and they sell for 1, so there's no downside to taking one and then just selling it next time. But we can get it, getting an upgraded piggy bank in round 2 is pretty nice. So we'll go ahead with that. Yeah, you can now swap the bags by drag and dropping them on top of each other, and it tries to put the items in the new bag if possible. I crit with the rock throw, 4 damage. Big rock throw crit. That's gonna win us the game here. Also, the shield nerf might... No, we're probably gonna lose. Shield's still very strong. There, man. Shield's still so strong. Yeah. Unfortunate. All right, we need our new bag now. And we need the lucky piggy to get its upgrades. Bam, bam. Shield's still so strong. Well, we could just take a garlic and another rock for now. If we're gonna do that though, we should definitely touch it to the banana. Just gently, so they both get a little faster. Garlic actually does a lot in the other game. 3 armor every few seconds is enough to mitigate the, you know, fair whack of sword damage, for example. You don't see a lot of Emperors in the first couple rounds, but a little bit after that, sure. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Shield and garlic and a dagger and a sword. Hey, they got unlucky on their blocks though, I think, and our garlic is going to keep us in the game a little longer. Can we get through right at the end here? Oh, come on. We were smashing him with no shield procs, and then we got the shield proc at the end there. Like a bunch of shield procs at the end there. That's rough. Well, there's our lucky piggy at least. That's something. We need the second whetstone to go in here to upgrade our hero sword. So there's a hero sword. We will also need another wooden sword in order to do future upgrades. So we might as well take it now. And it doesn't really matter too much what we do there. I can't really fit another pig or anything right now. I think we roll for other recipe materials. Oh, sail bag's good too. And a sail goobit. I'll take the sail bag. And then we'll leave it there for now, I think. I don't think I want to reserve any of those. And if we take a goobit, we're going to be tempted to, I think, isn't there one that consumes a sword? Can't quite recall. I haven't done all the goobit recipes yet. Garlic is really good early on. Alright, we should have this one. Surely. Surely we have this one. 2 swords, a bit of extra damage. We've got our garlic. Yeah, no, we're looking good. It'll take them too long for that mana orb to contribute, so they're not even up to 10 mana yet. They get there right at the end, but it didn't trigger, so we didn't take any damage from the mana orb. Nice. Well, we're actually looking like we might end up being on track here for this. That's good. Now, we can't... It's not really a way to get the hero sword to buff the sword and also get the whetstone to buff both, so that's just not going to happen. So we don't need any more swords, we just need the 2, because one needs to go to longsword and the other one needs to go to fast sword, but we need like 4 more whetstones. Oh, time to reroll for some whetstones then. But we're also going to have to, man, see, because I'm... like, Thorn Whip is... Sail Thorn Whip is always good. I'm a big fan of Thorn Whip. I just think it's super strong on Ranger. You take a Thorn Whip, you build crit with the arrow, and life is good. It's pretty hard to lose with that. But we're gonna try and do this. We've got a decent crack at it here, I think. So we're gonna try and do it, which means we need more economy. Blueberries end up being pretty good later on. I could certainly take it. For now, it doesn't do too much for us because it takes too long to ramp just by itself, though. So I think we might say no and get the bag by trading in the rock here. We don't really need it right now. I should touch these together. Oops. There we go. All right, let's go into the next round then. We're gonna try and make the cross swords happen. We have to brute force a little bit. Looks like this person's trying as well. They got the gloves. Gonna need a lot of economy to fund rerolls. The piggies give us an extra reroll each round. Oh, nice. Big 10 damage crit to finish him off there at the end. We also need to survive the early game, but we're looking okay for that. All right, we're rerolling. Oh, okay, so we can't pass up the gems. That is mandatory. We also can't really pass up a lucky clover because there's an opportunity to get a second lucky piggy here. And we also can't really pass up the fanny pack almost ever. So we'll take this, boop, and pop it in here. And then we might be better off doing this, maybe. Doesn't really matter where that is for now. We could reserve the stamina sack, but we're kind of doing okay for space, and we want to like really push as much of our economy through to our brute forcing of our build as possible. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Oh, they got the longsword and hero sword. They're beating me. No. They're getting there first. Yeah, we're gonna lose this fight. Shield plus hero longsword. That's what we need. Well, we might just die though. We'll have to see about that. Flawed Ruby could help keep us alive. We'll put that in there for some life leech. I'd often be tempted to go for a second box of riches for more gem production and economy as well. It's going to slow us down a bit, and we're getting a little iffy with only 2 tries left, though. I feel like we probably need to push for power a little bit more. So we'll take this. We'll put those in there. I like the little new sound, the little bloop bloop, when you starting out. It makes things a little bit more physical and a little bit more clear what's happening, which is quite cool. We'll customize. So there's a new thing here where you can mouse over the shop, and the customer card won't affect this directly, but it forcibly upgrades one to a higher rarity. But I'm wondering if we roll like common for a whetstone and then it pluses one into a rare, do we like see less whetstones then? That's what I'm thinking. Normally we would take card for sure, but card makes it a little harder for us to get our whetstones that we need for now. So maybe we hold off. I think gloves they're either common or rare. So dagger's tempting because it's kind of like free extra damage. But it is going to slow us down. It's not going to contribute that much. Sail gems are pretty good. Also, bow is really good with the crossword if we do manage to pull it off, and just good in general. I think we have to reserve the bow. We're inflicting a little bit of poisons here, and we can convert poison into hearts with this. Into regen. I might take that because we can always resell it. Just because it's on sale and we can sell it. We can sell it again next. Oh, everybody's making the cross swords but me. Look, they're about to make it. They're about to make it. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying to everyone else's cross sword production. That was my lucky piggy. Let's take our bow. There's some gloves. We can sell the topaz to get the gloves. We want to get the bow in, actually. That's kind of most important thing right now. Let's put you in here. They're both going to have similar crits, so no big deal there. We want that to touch that one, though. We don't have a lot of crit scaling right now, so we're not going to trigger the bow too much. Control left click to deposit is quite nice. Control left click. Oh, nice. That's cool. Didn't know about that. Alright, hopefully this is enough to have us win the next one. We just need to see if we can just barely hang in there. Or this run might be dead before it takes off. Trying to brute force one specific thing instead of being open to the opportunities that are being presented to you as much. And taking like what is better then and there will result in potentially just burning out a run pretty quickly. It's like we're gonna hang in there for a little bit longer though. It's gonna be an iffy run though. It's gonna be an iffy run. So we're definitely gonna take the piercing arrow. It would be quite good if we do manage to pull off crossroads, but it's also good based on what we have right now, even if we don't manage to pull it off. Also, it's on sale, which is phenomenal. So it's got a new layout with its arrows now. Previously, the green triangles, they're sideways squares. The green diamonds, that's probably more accurate, were a little further back. So I'm not sure how I say this is going to affect things for us. Yeah, it's certainly a little different. It's certainly a little different, because normally I would have done it like this. Now we kind of want to get it in there a bit more. We want to get it right in there. It's going to be a little tricky to place. We want to get some of this bag action first to try and do so. If I get one more piggy, we will have... Sorry, one more clover. We will have 5 luck. Which is relevant if we pick up some carrots, so I might just do that. And that means the acorn color results in 50% crit from 25 base. That's kind of good. We're going to need more space to try and fit the arrow. Man, this is a little tricky to fit now, isn't it? Let's dump it all out. Whee! Let's see what we can do here. If we put it this way, it's touching the hero sword. It's still getting that, so that's probably a little better. Also do it this way as well. Get that one faster is probably best, actually. We can't really make full use of the gloves here unless we shift this over and do a bit of this, which might be better anyway, actually. Is inventory Tetris a core game mechanic now a genre? So I was talking with Amy about this. She's like, I'm surprised you like that game because you don't really like tidying your stashes or anything. I'm like, it's kind of a different thing because that's just pointless busy work. In this is character building. This isn't like tidying. This is character building, so I actually like it. For now, though, we just do this because that's 2 activators. The most important thing is getting the activators. We can also do it that way, but we want to touch... Yeah, we might as well get the crit damage while we're at it. So yeah, it's going to take some learning to get used to this. Something I like about it, though, is it looks a bit more right somehow, visually. Like the diamonds and the stars look a little bit more like an actual bow. We can put the piggy on there because it's 50% chance to gain luck, and the piggy scales that by 20%, so that's a 60% chance to gain luck. Pretty good. Pretty good. I can't really hit anything else with this piggy, so we'll just whack it wherever. Okay. Let's see if we can stay alive for another round, or if this is just a dead run. I'm leaning towards dead run. We'll see if we can't make it happen. Our opponent is... Where's their class item? Huh? Did they skip their class item? In favor of Steel Goobert? I mean, Steel Goobert, pretty good. We kind of crushed him, though, with that double crit from the bow. Did you see that double crit? Also, I've been informed that I never even noticed this, but you can expand this and it gives you DPS for your weapons. How good's that? Bow and arrow did double crit. How good? Damn, yummy. So you can see where your total damage is coming from. The 54% of our damage coming from the bow and arrow. Weirdly, the wooden sword doing more, but actually that makes sense because it's getting the buffs from the other sword. Your bow did over 3 times their bow. I didn't look at their bow setup. I should have looked and compared for you because that might have been kind of interesting to learn from. But bows are good. Bows are very good. We should actually put the better ruby in that bow. And getting an amethyst going is pretty big. I might do that. We got a lot of bags here, it seems. We seem to have a lot of bags. But yeah, if I had to guess without looking at my other opponents, I have very good crit chance, just even with my 5 luck, thanks to it being in the ranger bag and gaining from the acorn collar. We had very, like, that's at least 50% crit chance. Yeah, all it takes is one bow double crit to do a lot of damage there, doesn't it? I think the whetstone's powering only the bow. That's fine, it's strongest on the bow anyway. Oh wait, I can do it that way. You're right. Oops. Thanks. We can get it on both there. Okay, we can't really pass off a sale price, but there is also our other whetstone. Huzzah. Hallelujah. We're gonna do it that. We'll get a second hero sword here. And then we need another pair of gloves. We might actually be able to pull this off if we can just stay alive for long enough. If we can just stay alive for long enough. 2 more whetstones and 2 more gloves, you mean? Oh, no, you're right. Wait, 1 more glove and 2 more whetstones, right? I think? Okay. A lot. We still need things. Okay. I forgot we have to upgrade to the longsword as well. Oh my god. They've got their crossblades. Where's my crossblades? We're gonna die. No. They got crossblades and bow, man. Crossblades and bow. Oh my god, we actually beat them. See, it's all about the fundamentals. Gotta go out there and put 110%. See, it's all about the fundamentals. The crossblades did 93 damage. A wooden sword did 44. Wow, wooden sword's popping off. Bow and arrow didn't do as much this time. Didn't get any lucky crits on it. It's all about the fundamentals. So here's the crossblades if you haven't seen them yet. The starred weapon, you can't actually see where this is, but it's this one, I think. It gets plus 10 damage. So it's one single starred spot at the top there. And then the triangle, the diamond item triggers 60% faster, which is over here. I actually think that... I don't know if they should have done it that way. Activation speed on the bow. And then I would have done the damage on the bow, if possible. Anyway. Also, their bow isn't in their ranger bag. With just a couple shufflings, they would have beat me easy. The other big thing is, and maybe even the biggest thing, is the on hit gain 1 damage and trigger 5% faster. That's insane. If you buff this with like birds or something, or gloves, it's gonna ramp itself to crazy levels. So it's an extremely difficult weapon to put together because it has so many inputs to make it in the first place. But it is exceedingly strong though. It's very potent. Where's my gloves, man? Where's my gloves and more whetstones? So brutal. This is brutal. Okay. Well, hopefully we can last another round. Come on, let's hang in there. Another round. Oh, they got Cursed Dagger and 2 Spectral Daggers. Oof. They're only fueling enough blueberries, but that is enough. Looks like we might kill them before they get a chance to ramp, though. Oh. And our carrot's kind of saving us as well. If the blind stack's got a bit higher, we would have been in trouble. Okay, we got it. Oh, man. I should really get the bird. I definitely should get the bird. The bird is insane here. Come on. Alright, well. Oh, okay. Alright, we can sell this. Get the whetstone. So we need to turn one of these into a longsword. There's the space for it. For now, though, what I'll do is I'll get a triple buffed banana. Triggers 30% faster! Plus another 10% for that. Come on. Can we hang in there, please? Please. Come on. The most desperation run of all time. We can hang in there. Look at our crits, though. They're popping off. We might just end up finishing the entire run before we make the crossblades. It's like, yes, Ziggy, sure. I have crossblades. They go to another school. You wouldn't have met them, okay? The good thing about having 5 base luck is we immediately start scaling carrot damage. 5 luck equals 50% chance to gain the +1 damages, and you know the pig should totally be facing that carrot. Small oversights. We correct them as we go. I'm going to need a little bit more bag space if we do have any level of success soon, so I'll get that now. It's pretty tempting to get the ruby sapphire, but I think I will hold off. Since we're going to be consuming the gloves, I don't really have much space for the blood amulet. As much as I'd like to upgrade them, we need those for the recipe. Yeah, the chip sapphire. Did I say ruby sapphire? I did say ruby sapphire, didn't I? Huh? Iggy, what are you talking about? the flawed sapphire, whatever that sapphire, flawless sapphire, whatever. Skip the things that aren't essential. Flawed amethyst is kind of essential. They are too good. Stripping enemy buffs is just too beautifully disruptive to our opponent's plans. I do want that. We better get that. More leeches, big, if we can upgrade those. All right. We've seen so many... the one run ever that I decide to not get a customer card because we want the common items. The one run ever that happens, we just get so many like discounted customer cards. Oh, so this new thing lets us know. So I suspected that there was like a tapering towards more rare items as you went down the levels, right? Makes sense. You see more fancy items later on. And you can actually see that in effect here, right? Now, so now, instead of most of the stats being on rare, it's even across the board. So you're just as likely to see a godly item as you are a common item, which means it's getting increasingly hard to complete our recipe. I want another pair of gloves. Give me another pair of gloves. Uh-oh, this build hard counters us a bit. Oh no. We have 3 spike shields. That is a lot of spikes. I got one little baby amethyst trying to strip those spikes as best it can. Oh, that's a lot of damage coming my way. Whenever the bow double procs, we take like 24 damage. Oh, I think we die here. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we got hard counter, man. And even then, the magic staff plus all this mana is really good too. It's a lot of damage. Oh, it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. We'll try again. Look, I got +1 rank. Still a win. It's still the minimum possible win. Look at that. 52% of the damage came from spikes. Sick. Wait, hold on. Go to the end. Go to the end. Yeah, 59%. 137 damage from spikes. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Okay. We're going to try and make Crossblades again if we can. Or at least have a successful run. Hey, we gained 1 rank last time. We got an on-sale piggy is always good, and a whetstone, so that's actually a pretty good start for us. That's a pretty good start. We probably don't win the first fight here. Oh, you know, they sold their dagger to get the shield in, so maybe we will win. 1 shield kind of counters a single sword quite effectively, though. We might just die in fatigue. Oh no, we're getting some luck. We're getting some damage in there. Oh, nice. Poison ramping. Oh, only just. Nice. One more tick and we would have been in trouble there. We'll get the blueberries to buff the banana. And, because it is 0 risk as it is on sale. Alright, well, we're getting good early game economy. That's a good sign. Gems are early game economy. And also necessary long run. Okay. We're still a little weak in these early rounds. Maybe we can make it happen. There's potential. We really want to try and, as much as possible, roll aggressively in those early rounds for the whetstones, where the common items are more common. Yeah, they have way too much healing. We're not going to get them. We're going to die in fatigue here. Yeah. I have entirely too much healing. Alright, 10% faster attack rate. We are going to need the additional backpack space. And tempting. But we want to dig early because commons are 75% right now. So we need to dig for them now. As much as I want like some of these things here. Damn customer cards again. The early gem box would have been a good call. But I need these now. Okay, we'll get the second pig. And reserve that, and reserve the gloves. That's pretty good. Also, we'll need the sword, so I guess we could reserve that. Move the box so you don't lose out on seeing whetstones. That was a good idea. That's a good idea, actually. If we had put the box down here, we wouldn't have seen as many gems, which could have been more chance to see whetstones. So yeah, that's true. We were slightly lowering our odds of getting the whetstones there. Not optimal. We got a pretty good one here, though. The stone is free. Yeah, you're right. I forgot the stone. I always overlook the poor, humble little stone. Even though chat and my YouTube comments. Someone wrote a mega essay on the stone, like a love letter to stone. It was so good. I'm converted. I'm convinced. Okay. I think it was my like debuff witch run, or one of the Reaper runs, and we had a little bit of a stone meme going throughout, and there was quite the love letter written to stone in there. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Let's spin the banana. Put you over here. Get the gloves there. Get the second stone to upgrade that. 2 out of 2 hero sword. We'll get the leech in there for now. I'll buy the sword. Also, the amethyst is a pretty good purchase as well. Is it better here to get the extra pig in, maybe? Alright, this looks good. Let's get our first upgraded sword. This run I feel like is going much better than the last one. We haven't suffered as many losses, and we have more economy and more of our items secured. Though it looks like we're going to lose this one, so that's unfortunate. Yep, Hungry Blade, buffed, plus Buckler is hurting us a lot. 2 swords against Buckler is really rough. Yeah. And we just don't really have any healing or anything, apart from the banana. Alright, a little rough. What are we on? We got 2 tries? Okay, well, maybe we are still in a lot of danger. 2 pairs of gloves, though. Ooh. Ooh, we can make the Falcon Blade. Do we make the Falcon Blade straight away? I think it's probably fair to. Let's get the Ruby Blade. Let's go for a reroll here. There's another whetstone. I'll sell this one and this one. I need to sell one more. There we go. No more deaths, please. No more deaths. Yeah, we maybe could have like moved the banana around or something like that instead. It's fine. Oh, they got a magic staff. They only have 1 blueberry though. Still. Oof. Oh no, the shield is killing me. Okay, we're back onto 1 life once more. 1 and 1. Okay, this run's actually going worse. We've got more of our items, but it's not going very well. It's not going very well at all. Come on, let's go. Maybe I'm gonna live. I was thinking that maybe we need like a shield to try and stay alive. So I'm gonna like skip the bow now. Although, yeah, we just don't have the log scaling yet. Yeah, I think we probably need to focus more on some fundamentals that are gonna keep us alive. We can do this thing now. Boop. Sick. That's awesome. Crossing fingers. We actually win this one. I think we'll win this one. We're further along than this person is. Alright, yeah, okay. We're still in there. This is so sad. This is truly tragic. There's our hero sword. Nice, nice. Here's our whetstone. Whoa. Let's get the shield because we need to stay alive, and I'll get a carrot as well. Put that over there. Gotta build some defense. Yes, in the wise words of Nugian, we must build some defense. We gotta. Our opponent is out healing us a little bit at the start there. They're starting to stack their poisons. It's not too bad though. They don't have a lot of activators in here. Yeah, nice. We're still in there. We're still in there. Are they worth more upgraded? That first upgrade, no, because they go from... So these ones cost 1 and sell for 1. These ones cost 2 and sell for 1. So you actually get less if you upgrade them than if you sell them individually. And I think unquestioningly Hunter for a dual swords build. Unless there's like some other thing you're building to combo with the cross swords. I think Hunter's the choice. Do we actually have the gloves we need now? What we actually need is a whetstone. But a pair of gloves actually still could be quite good. Come on, we need that bag space pretty desperately though. Let's go ahead and re-roll. There's another blueberry. Once you get a couple blueberries, it starts to result in more luck scaling. We have the luck scaling from the arrow, but it's essentially an okay choice. The Falcon Blade also makes the food here trigger a little faster. Just the banana. That's fine though. You can slide the shield bag right one and put the one slotter in between it. Oh yeah, true. If we bring this over, we can do this. That's pretty clever. And put this little one slotter in there for a blueberry. We lose some bonus here, but we gain an extra activation, so that's not bad. Let's re-roll. Man, bird's probably worth trying to get here. Bird's gonna be insane when we do get the blade. We just need another whetstone though. We need that other whetstone desperately. All right, here we go. Come on, surviving. Oh, they're about to make their crossblades. I think we win thanks to the shield. Oh, nice. Oh man. There's our piggy upgrade. Okay, good, good, good. We should probably get our bird, I think. It hits the majority of the stuff around this. Hits the weapons. Yeah, it's pretty good. Bird's pretty good, though. Bird might help us win the next match. Well, unless we've got a spikes build. Thankfully, only one spike shield. Might not be that bad. I don't have any other spike scaling, so we're okay. Yeah, we removed their spike buff anyway. Oh, we're alright. I was worried when I saw the spike shield. I thought it would be a repeat of the last run. But we're hanging in there. We're just hanging in there. By the skin of our teeth. By the quicks of our nails. And so on. I'll get the stamina sack, but then we gotta get that whetstone. Oh, the sale price bow, I can't pass it up. Oh, regular stone, no. Yeah, I think the Falcon Blade, we getting crit on everything. Falcon Blade triggering the bow and arrow is pretty fine. We'll just put that on there to give the damage bonus to the Falcon Blade and the bow for now. It's a lot of damage. All right, hopefully that's enough to win us another round so that we can get that other whetstone. Come on. Hang in there. Devs put impossible recipe in game, and yet I've seen other people with cross swords though. It seems like so busted you get it, you're in a pretty good shot of winning. As long as you have like anything else in your inventory. Or you're at least set up for a very solid run. But the problem is if you've already got like 4 losses by that point, then your run was already kind of destroyed by trying to get this in the first place. And it's gonna be very tough to pull off in a reasonable fashion. Second sale price bar? Oh. It's quite good. We could see about putting it here-ish. Do it. We're just going a bow machine gun build instead, it seems. Alright, so the Falcon Blade crits and triggers the bow and arrow. This bow and arrow crits and triggers this bow and arrow. The good thing is about all these bow and arrows is that I'm pretty sure spikes don't affect ranged weapons, eh? And these are ranged weapons. Got a vampiric dagger build here, but no hammer or anything. I think we got this one covered. We're hanging in there. Oh no, luck, we'll get the crossblades done. It'll be like the last round of survival. I don't think I want to combine the amethysts. We'll leave them separate. Okay, aggressively rolling. Better take that. Aggressively rolling. Come on. Give me that whetstone. 20% for commons. Give me that. Keep going. Hey! Yay! Yay! Finally. Now we actually just have to combine it and then survive. It would be an interesting one to give the speed buff from the Crossblades too. It'd really print buffs that way. I don't have any armor production though, so we're not really going to trigger it. Just got the shield, isn't enough armor production for that. Just put a garlic in there, strip some vampirism off our opponents. Come on, alright. 1 try remaining. We can't die this round. Come on. Finally. Let's finally do it. Come on, hang in there. Hang in there. Yeah, we got this one. We're looking pretty good. We are looking pretty good here. Yeah, nice. Here we go. It's time. Ooh. Oh, wait, no, we need one more round. I forgot. We need one more round still. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. There we go. One more round. Because we have to combine these still. Oops. Yes. Indeed. Okay, give me that. I don't think I need the stamina sack. Let's roll for more value here. So mana orb actually might be good now. Well, we're probably getting pretty high luck as it is. This will just speed up the ramp, and it's basically no cost, so... We'll rebuild the board when they combine. We could rebuild it now, but it'd be a lot of work just for a small advantage. Alright, we got hammers, we got daggers. Some hero longsword buffing some of the daggers. It's pretty nasty. A lot of rocks, too. There's a lot of rocks. Oof. Man, rock machine gun builds. They almost rocked me. Look at this. So iffy. Yeah! Yay! We did it! Whee! Whee! We did it. It's so bouncy. It actually has 3 gem slots. Well, yeah. That actually makes sense, because I think the swords had 2, didn't they, each? Crossblade, 7 to 10 damage. Weapon, the starred weapon. So the starred weapon is the one at the off the hero longsword. Deals 10 extra damage, and the green, the diamond item has 60% faster activations. That's the one off the Falcon Blade, obviously. So you're potentially losing some activation speed off of multiple items that you might have been touching with the other sword. But the biggest thing, though, of Crossblades is just that on-hit effect. Gain 1 damage. Sorry, I'll move it for you. Gain 1 damage and trigger 5% faster every time it hits. That with, like, bird scaling and stuff is going to be pretty mental. Okay, let's get that. A third bow? I'm going to have to try and make that work. And we're probably going to want this to try and make this happen as well. All right. How do we do this? We have to think about what we want as well. So I'm thinking that we probably want a primary bow to have the additional damage. I think that's really the biggest thing. And then we're probably pointing all our bows at them. Something like you could chain the bows, but I think you might just be better off. Well, we want to make sure we get all 3 of them in the ranger bag if possible. That's not going to be that easy. There, and then there. Oh! Okay, so this crits, which triggers this bow and this bow. And then when this bow crits from that, it'll trigger this one. That's pretty nutty. Now, the biggest damage is going to be on the cross sword, so we'll put the ruby right in there. It's also going to end up being very fast, too. So we probably want a ruby in there. I don't want those to combine. We're going to lock them. And then we'll go speed on this as well, make it even faster. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Okay. Makes it a lot easier to do this. So this is one of the fastest activators we'll have, and it's triggering the bow. Also, we'll want the bird, which is hitting all the weapons. Great. And triggering the arrow. Oh yeah, I forgot about the... I totally forgot about the green proc on the crossblades. So we have to decide what we want to be down there. So carrot is actually probably one of the best, because it'll cleanse debuffs and give us empower, which is going to scale damage. So that's going to make the carrot 60% faster and 40% faster from the jinx. So that's 100% faster carrot. It's every 2 seconds, 50% chance to gain that. It would be nice to fit a pig on there, but I don't think we can. The only way we can really do the pig is if the whole thing was shifted 1 to the right, which we can actually do. No, not with this. Hold on, we can do this. Wait a sec. Piggy! Yay! That's basically the only way to do it now. Stamina will be a concern. It will be after a bit. We start at 0.8 and we ramp pretty quickly. So we'll eventually run out of stamina, but opponent probably would be dead by then. Let's see. We finally put it together. Will it all pay off? Will it all pay off? This thing's already triggering every half a second. Look at it go. Oh, mate. I need to slow this right down. I need to see this. It's a thing of beauty. It's triggering so fast. It's doing so much damage. It's not even ramped yet. We didn't even have a chance to ramp. It did not even have a chance to ramp. It did 240 damage in like a few seconds. In like 7 seconds. It's a 20 to 23 and attacks every half second. We only got up to 9 luck. I guess the luck gain speed is relevant when the matches are going to be this short. So if we come up against a sturdier opponent, we'll be okay. Alright, we got 4 rounds of survival that we can do here. It hits the crossblades and a few. It's not ideal. Like, it'd be a little better here. Which we could do, but then we don't get the pig on the thing. But that might actually be an okay trade-off. We'll put it there for a second and see what we can do. Because we've got this extra bag here. But maybe it might be worth instead going double bird here. This would actually be pretty big. Just for really maxing that crit on the crossblades instantly. Maybe just the sapphire? Yeah, I think just the sapphire. Oh, a bag. Could just do a bag. Yeah, you know, we'll just do a bag. That's better. There we go. That gives them 100% crit instantly. Alright. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That'll give that 100% crit. And we have 2 birds on the thing now. Man, I hope we get someone who can survive long enough. What kills us? Even Thorns isn't going to be that bad because we're mostly ranged. This will trigger pretty fast, but it's also stripping their buffs too. So it's a 0.6, 0.59. It's going, it's going. The birds be tweeting. Look, it's just constantly attacking. Look at the damage. Oh my lord. It's just railing with 50 damage crits constantly. It's not even getting a chance to ramp the poor thing. Look, 90% crit though. Pretty good. Pretty good. We'll check, keep a look at this. 230 damage. We'll see how high that ends up getting. Gin lamp on it would be pretty gnarly, hey? We can't really, like, we'd have to trade off a bow or something though. Like, you could do it. We'd have to get some sort of armor gain. Do we trade off a, like, do we just go all in and trade off a bow? You know, it might actually be a good call. Gin lamp for carrot? Oh yeah, because of the activation speed. No, I like that idea. It gets the 60% activation speed, making it trigger super fast. Getting the actual lamp to feed back damage into the crossblades though requires getting armor. And like, it'll give us the thorns quickly enough to get 777 across those. Just getting the 7 armor is a little tricky though. Didn't the crossblade do 80% damage? Yeah, it's actually totally legit selling a bow right now. Like, we really don't need them. If it further buffs the crossblades, it's probably worth doing. What we really want though, if we can, is to get something that gives us armor. Oh, the garlics. More garlics could do it. If we had more rounds, I'd get that box. But we got good enough gems. Okay, here we go. The dream, finally. We had to suffer some shame and defeats to achieve it. We're pulling it off though. Oh man. Oh man. So dirty. Has it fed it damage yet? Nah, we didn't even like get, the battle didn't last long enough to get the 7 spikes. Like, anyone who is gonna put up the fight though will be ready with our ramp. What do we get? Go to the end. Crossblades did 249. It's going up. Yeah, we couldn't. We got to 5 spikes, so we just needed another 2 procs on the lamp, which is going 1 every 1.25. It's a shame the birds don't hit the lamp. It's still pretty good though. You know, if I got another lamp, I'd probably get it. You know what also gives the thorns? Pineapples. Oh yeah, give me that pineapple. Give me that pineapple. We might even just be able to get rid of the pig now. I can't really put it on anything super relevant. Might be okay to sell the pig, I think. Alright, Aaron, how you going, mate? Thanks for the 51-month sub. Oh, welcome back. Thanks for everybody did for the gift subs. Add a crossblade runs with 2 birds and 4 gin lamps feeding onto that clover rapier. Crossblade setups are quite fun. Yeah, yeah. A bit brutal to try and get to them though, isn't it? Alright, here we go. Mate, Slow it right down. Show me. Let me enjoy this. I worked hard for it. I worked hard for it. Let's see if our gin lamp procs. We are certainly getting plenty of armor. So are they. What is this build? Kind of leechy build for Bloodthorn, it looks like. Pretty defensive. We're actually running down the stamina. We do need more stamina, wow. Stamina cost 1.8 per second. Yeah, that gets pretty fast, pretty quick. Yep, the gin lamp hit it. Oh, did I just see, how much was that crit? The gin lamp did trigger and hit the crossblades. Maybe even twice? Is that 105 damage crit? Excuse me. 105 damage crit crossblades. Oh, baby. That's a big old crit, that is. 445 damage in total. Yeah, look, like, 2 of the bows, top bow and right bow, are doing like 30, 40 damage, which is respectable, but compared to the 100 damage in the 440, entirely unnecessary. So if we do find a good reason to trade off a bow, we should probably take it. I think we're in the last round. Yeah, last round for us. Let's see what we can get here. Let's make the bird a little faster. If we can get anything, it would be to trade off a bow for stamina, maybe. Endless mode? Interesting. Endless mode would be an interesting idea. Where, like, someone's on their 44th run and you challenge other people who are on their 44th run. The problem is, I imagine the player base would just get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And then, like, I guess you get to the point where it's just like, congratulations, there's literally no one else at this level. You will sit here now as, like, king until someone can dethrone you. That would actually be pretty awesome. You're like, I'm on my 50th run. No one else is up to 50th. Stone Skin Potion would actually help us keep our armor a little higher for the gin procs. It's pretty minor though. I think mostly we want some stamina if we can get it. Oh, there's a lot of the lamp though. I love lamp. I think we agree. We'll drop the bow. We'll drop the other bow. If I do that one, we can put the lamp here. Gin lamp's getting scaled by both birds. This one's getting scaled by the swords. So that'll get our thorns and luck and mana and everything done within like 3 seconds. Move the bow down to get the sword proc. Oh yeah, the sword proc. I totally forgot about that. It's not getting the +10 damage there, is it? You know, that's actually better anyway. That is actually better. Great. There we go. Wait. It's funny though, like, I've had much better wins. Like, this is one of the most overpowered things I've played, but I've had much better wins because I didn't lose so much in the first run. So we can't obviously go as far and get as many points. Oh, did I lose my acorn, did I? What happened to my acorn? Oh, I accidentally ditched it. Oops. Oh no. My crit. My crit. 114 damage crit Buster Sword. Okay, look at this Buster Sword. I've got so many amethysts on it. I've got so many amethysts on it. Look at this Buster Sword. Oh my god. I think we're still gonna win. Yeah, I dropped my acorn. It's gonna take ages to get to 100% crit chance now. That's unfortunate. I just wanted to handicap myself a little bit. Give it a bit more of an even playing field. More time to ramp, you know? More time to ramp. Ow. Quit throwing Buster Swords at me. We still got there in the end. Yeah. So this is probably one of the most overpowered things I've played, but because we had to lose so much to get it going in the first place, it kind of makes it, I mean, that's balance, right? Like, a very powerful late game build that's very difficult to pull off and leaves you very vulnerable in the early stages of the game, which results in fewer wins overall than other more consistent strategies. That's a form of balance. So while this is ridiculously OP here, if you have to take 4 losses to get it going, that's weaker than other builds that are, you know, not taking those losses. Still, we got there though. We got there. Very cool. Let's have a quick look at it. Got me some platinum ranks. Look at that Buster Sword, man. Ridiculous. They got three lamps going on there. 40, 50. I don't think they got any triggers off it though. Probably because of our buff stripping on them. Stop them from getting anywhere. Let's check the combat log. Yeah, we didn't get as much damage on the crossblade this time because I accidentally dropped the acorn, which resulted in only getting to 55 crit. With the acorn, we would have got 100. So a little unfortunate. I did miss the acorn, which should have gone here. I must have accidentally knocked it into my stash without realizing. Oops. Didn't cost us the run though in the end. Didn't cost us the win. Pretty spicy. And that top bow and arrow only did 20 damage in the end. Crazy like how good bow and arrows are normally, but how little they end up actually doing here. They are kind of free like amethyst procs though, which is nice. But yeah, Crossblades, a lot of work to get to. That's a lot of work. 6 whetstones, 2 pairs of gloves, lots of rounds of combining. But once you do get them, it does seem like the play is to really just dump everything into them themselves. Like, the damage they give the other weapon is almost nothing compared to what they end up getting themselves. Making them trigger as fast as possible to scale is pretty awesome. 2.2 stamina per second in the end there. We definitely needed more stamina gain. Like, if I could, maybe even trading one of those birds for, like, a banana or something would have been better. I don't really know what to say about the early game part of it. You just kind of have to, because you really do have to aggressively push for it if you actually want to manage to make them. But I will say, though, that, like, Falcon Blade and Hero Longsword and stuff are just pretty decent anyway. So you could totally, especially Falcon Blade, you could totally push for Falcon Blade, and then if you're like, oh, I'm kind of, like, incidentally have pretty close to pulling it off. So go for a more stable early game strategy built around Falcon Blade and bows, which is a good build. Falcon Blade plus bows. And then you're like, well, you know, it's not that much more for me to potentially get the extra sword going here and then cross it over. At that point, you can maybe transition instead of like super aggressively trying to pull it off as early as possible. And then using it for like the last few rounds or something. It's fun though. It's fun for them to add recipes that are like really hard to pull off but very powerful like that. Very cool. Just get 2 crossblades and use the 60% activation rate on each other. Imagine pulling off 2 crossblades. Oh my god. You would have nothing else in your inventory. It would take so much rolling and everything.